Alright, guys. Welcome to the Choose Your Starter Pokemon Showdown edition. We're going to try something a little bit different this time. I know I recorded a couple of these earlier on the channel. So, Gecko Rider, or Nerd Corner, as some of the other things that I'll be putting in here are. We're going to try a different kind of style of this, and we're going to test it. So, comment down below if you think this is a good idea, and we will kind of begin. So I will unmute my friend, and we will begin. Oops. I don't know what I'm doing. Or he muted himself. Okay. Well, this is a learning curve, so bear with us. Hope I'm doing everything right. Nerd Corner active. Got the random Pokemon generator here. We got the wheel that we'll do to select the Pokemon. And we got everything ready, and we are just waiting for Salty. Oh, and we will do 3 random abilities at the end to see which things we will be getting. So we'll basically get all of our Pokemon, and then at the very end, 3 of them will be randomized. So each person won't know which ones are randomized, and then we'll fight. We'll do the battle. And we will get in here. See, this is a little bit problematic, huh? And this is why this is a test. Okay. Are you ready, Salty? I don't know if you still have me muted or not. No, I don't. I don't have you muted. I have you on 90.
Unmute when I undeafened, because like it muted and deafened when I clicked the deafen button, but it didn't unmute.
Okay. Okay, now I can hear you now. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah, that was odd. Okay.
Did you run into any issues?
I don't think so, besides, well, because I muted you before so I could do the intro, and then I unmuted you, and then it's still, you were muted on your end, maybe? I don't know.
But we're good now. So to choose our starters first, we're going to see who has the highest base stat total. And oh wow, these are all cracked. I'm probably going first.
Okay. Do you have a 600 BST?
I believe I do. Just give me 1 second to check. I have to look these up.
Because I am
590.
Okay.
Another 590.
I do not have a 600, but I have a Paradox and Ogerpon.
I have a 590.
590? Okay. I'll have to check Iron Bundle.
Set that for 3.
570, so
shuffle this over.
you are definitely...
Alrighty.
Yeah. You
So
got
we're
the
gonna
higher
spin
one.
this wheel of knowledge.
Yep.
Spin it up, spin it up. We have spun Pokemon Cry.
Pokemon Cry.
Huh. Are we able to do that?
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Because we're doing this remotely. And we're recording at the same time. Let me see if I can get a Cry to work for you. Because we're probably going to need to look up either on our computers or on our phones, whatever, and play from an external device, and hopefully that Discord and the recording will pick it up.
Yeah, we can see. I'm trying to see if Pokemon Database has a Cry.
It does. It most certainly does.
Does it?
Yes. If you click on the Pokemon, there is a like musical note after you've clicked on it that says "cry." It's like right in the center of your device if you're using your phone. I don't know if it'll work for your computer, but it works for my phone.
Yeah, it doesn't work on the computer side of things.
All right. We could always just respin the cry for now because we're trying out new methods in this first time recording until we can figure out how to make the cry work in the recording.
Well, I mean, I could always just go to like Cerebi or something.
Would that work for the computer?
Yeah, because I've done
If
it
you can make the
before.
cry work, I'm just worried about Discord cutting it out. But if you can make it work, we'll give it a shot.
Oh, wow, I can't even name it. I'm just gonna test it on like say Rabbit Ash or something. Oh goodness gracious!
Oh, apparently if I hit the spacebar, it generates again. That is good knowledge.
All right, fine. We'll just go to Pokedex. Does this count if I do this? I don't know.
Here, see if you can hear this. Oh, I probably should turn the volume up, huh? Stupid ad, just because I turned my phone sideways. How dare. Alright, I'm gonna play you a cry, see if you can hear it, and see if Discord will pick it up. Did you hear it?
No, I didn't.
Ah. Um, well, that means I'm not gonna be able to play you when he cries.
Okay, but how about we just we do a respin on it?
Alrighty, we'll workshop that one for now. So the
this
actual
this episode's
spin,
going great.
alright. We spun the wheel of knowledge for the first time, and only one time, definitely. We got both types on here, and I like both types. Both types is a very powerful amount of information, in my opinion.
Hmm. Okay.
So, what typings do you have for me today?
So I have for you today the ice ground typing.
Ice and ground. Is that a Mamoswine?
It's in the line.
Ooh.
You have the water ground.
Is that Swampert?
Yep.
Ooh, I got some choices today.
And you have electric.
Ah, electric. All right, let's reach into the fabric of the universe real quick and pluck what electric type I believe it to be. And my friend, that is going to be a Bolton.
It is not.
Okay, I was wrong. Well, I haven't used Swampert a whole lot on the channel. And I think I like Swampert a little bit more than I like Mama Swan, so I'm going to take the Pert.
Yeah, it's of no surprise.
Alright, and I have to pull up the Wheel of Fortune, if I can find it. Here we are.
And the Wheel of Fortune is spun if we can guess at least one of them correctly. And if we guess all three, it's a Wheel of Joy spin.
Next round is minimum BST 500. I like that. That's really nice.
That's great for you. Because you already have a Swampert. Swampert's not even that bad.
It's a nice thing with another nice thing. Alrighty, I believe it is time for me to randomize your starters. Well, bam. Okay. You have a fire type.
Wow, that's I'm gonna say, is that a Quilava?
It is not a Quilava.
Darn.
Uh, in the middle, you have a fighting ghost type.
Is that Annihilate?
Yeah,
Ah,
it certainly is.
Annihilate.
And
Nice.
on the far right, you have a rock water type.
Rock water. Is that an Omanite?
It is not an Omanite.
Okay. Well,
No Lord Helix is here.
no Lord Helix, I guess. I'm gonna take the Annihilate.
Gee, I wonder. Yeah. Ain't no way you're gonna take the fire type against my Swampert.
All right.
Anywho, so you could have had yourself a fire type to pig, and you could have had a water and rock type Dreadnought, and perhaps surprisingly, you got an Annihilate.
Oh yeah, I never said what you could have had. You already knew two of them. The electric type was Tynamo.
You know, that was my first thought when I thought about that. I was like, no, we see that way too often. I'm gonna guess something else.
All right. Well, I'm gonna spit.
Go with my gut next time.
I'm gonna spin my
I'm gonna
wheel
go
of
ahead and,
fortune. Ooh, that was close to being really bad. Well, actually, no, it wouldn't have mattered. So moves based on letters and name.
Oh. So it was I guess that has to be an Annihilate because Primate isn't a
Yeah, but that means I can't use Rage Fist.
Oh no, you only get like E speed and like more
Dang it.
explosion. I can't really think of a whole lot of them, but you know what I mean. Anyways, we're gonna do a cheeky little recap real quick. So I'm gonna go ahead and mute Deafin.
Yeah,
And
so
I'll rejoin when ready.
I guess I'll mute myself too, right? Mute deafen.
Yeah.
All right. So we have Annihilate with moves based on letter and name. That's gonna be interesting. Obviously, let's do we'll keep Vital Spirit for right now. It could change later. Let's see what we can have. So let's see. Obviously, Salty spoke of E speed. Earthquake, interesting. Endeavor Endure on. Could be cheeky with some of those. He. Oh, I forgot. I can use all the E's, not just what I can fit. Hmm. Obviously, I want to be on the physical side, likely. Yeah, the E speed is looking pretty good. Let's see here. And obviously, these G Max moves and all these kind of other moves aren't going to be legal. Ooh, no retreat. Ooh, that could be pretty good, actually. I'm actually going to put that on there. Ooh, we have last respects. Okay, so that's still good. And it's stab. Ooh, that's good. Ooh, 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 ooh. So why don't we do that? We're gonna do that. If we can't do Rage Fist, we can do that at least. Um, yeah, we can only use one per letter, so like L is done. We could use N technically twice, I different times. But I'm just seeing what we have here, just to see if we want them. Ooh, Horn Leech. That could be okay. Obviously, I would want like Drain Punch or something. What is I? Ice Punch. I mean, it gets that normally. Iron Tail, Ivy. Ooh, Ivy Cudgel. Oh, ooh, that could be interesting. Um, High crit chance. Eh, fortunately, I can't say Trailblaze. I would actually like Trailblaze. Let's see. Is there Rapid Spin? There's no R. Dang. Mmm. I mean, I could use agility, but I really don't want to use agility. I do gain speed with no retreat, I think. I mean, obviously, I could do E speed. Hmm. This is kind of tough, not gonna lie. Uh, Acrobatics, I kind of want to do. Ooh, is Astral Barrage physical? Oh, I don't remember. Ooh, Axe Kick. Okay, we can do Axe Kick. That's a fighting move. We could do Protect just because yeah. Um, Play rough puck. Oh, that means I can't do acrobatics. Okay, well that's fine. Ooh, population bomb. Yeah, yeah, we're gonna do that. Yeah, we're gonna put loaded dice on it just because of that. I'm curious to see on it. I'm gonna probably put everything in speed. Let's see what it does. Speed and attack. I mean, that's what I would do probably anyways. So I'd make it jolly. Just for the speed, just so I can make sure I can get like something like Last Respects off. And for right now, I'll keep Vital Spirit just so you can't put me to sleep. Um, and yeah, so currently that's the Annihilate, and I will name it Plan off of my move set. Plan. There we go. Plan. It's a pretty lame name, not gonna lie, but that's Annihilate. Nope.
Oh,
All right, there.
hey,
There, I'm back.
he's back.
Okay, so I guess this is the way we're gonna have to do the mute, deafen, whatever thing.
Yeah, it works for me.
That worked way better that time.
Once you're ready.
Yeah.
All right, so I believe it is your turn to spin the wheel of knowledge.
And then each of us get an extra starter added to the selection, right?
Actually, only you get the extra starter because you wouldn't have been able to respin the wheel of fortune.
Okay.
But because I respun the wheel of fortune, because I guess two of them, I don't get the extra starter.
Oh, so I get the extra starter, you don't.
Correct.
Okay. Well, let's spin the wheel of knowledge. And I guess if we go Pokemon Cry or anything, we just skip it.
Indeed.
Name shuffle.
Name shuffle.
Name shuffle.
Okay. This should be pretty good. So I have to randomize some names. Not randomize, but shuffle some names for you. Give me 1 sec while I prepare that. I'm pretty good at doing these, if I do say so myself.
And obviously this will be in our Discord where we have it, so...
I am
until we can figure out how to do the until we can figure out actually how to edit things onto it, which we should be able to do somewhat soon. But
I feel like you'll probably be able to guess this name. We'll see. But I like how it came out. What should I do for this name?
I don't know. What should you do? I almost want to randomize mine already just so I could start scrambling them, but feel like that would maybe not be a good idea. Like, how do I? I guess I'll keep it on the wheel just so I don't get any ways of looking at
Ooh,
anything.
that's a much better name for this. Okay, okay, okay. I'm cooking. I'm cooking.
He's cooking.
All right, what are we doing about this thing?
You have to do four of them, which that's fun.
Oh yeah, that one's gonna be rough.
Waiting,
Um,
waiting.
wait,
We love waiting.
wait.
Gee, wait.
Is that right? 4 and 5, 4. What letter am I missing here?
Yeah, that is the problem with this. You could miss a letter or something.
Oh no, no, I have all the letters there. Okay. In that case, we'll put this here. And the last letter.
Oh man.
4, 4 and 2, 4, 4 and 2. Yep. Okay. Okay. We have some names coming in for you.
Okay.
I think I like what I did with them, but I'm gonna go ahead and send them to. You want director general?
We could do direct.
Okay. Go into direct messages. See if I can find you.
And then you
I know
can
you was
see all
just
the
in
other
here
stuff.
somewhere.
See
It's been
all
a
the
while
other
since I messaged you.
emojis for our last one. So there you go. Here's some things for you to do, people who are watching. Try to guess what some of those are. Even though they're not part of this particular one.
What is your actual Discord?
Nerd.
I don't actually think I've ever directly messaged you.
You have. It's just Nerd Corner.
I don't. Oh, I see it there. There we go. Okay. Alrighty, we are going to send in some of these very, very creative names. Okay, I'll just type them if it's going to be like that.
Well, you try copy and paste and it didn't work.
Yeah, it's just being a pain. Nope, don't look yet. I'm not ready. I'm
I
not ready.
totally haven't already glanced at it. I haven't looked. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, you're good now. You're good now. I just like forgot to hold down Shift when I hit Enter to go to the next line, and
Hmm. Eel do. Oh, ew. I don't know if I want eel do. Toy main. All lost code. There you go. I can see what you did with some of them. And which shot him?
Yep. I'm glad you pronounced all those things as I imagined they would be pronounced.
Poor wit. He's now forever guilty. Hmm. All right, now in all seriousness, now we can actually look at some of these. The first one I think is Weedle.
You are correct. It is a Weedle.
Toymane. What is Toymane?
That's the one I probably spent the most time trying to figure out, besides maybe the third one.
Is that Ammonite?
It is an Ammonite.
Mm-hmm. O lost code, O lost code. Oh, where art thou, O lost code? Let's see. What has 3 O's in it?
I almost sent you the wrong spelling of that one. I almost put the wrong vowel in there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
To be honest,
So
I'm kind of blanking on it, if I'm going to be honest.
So the importance of making sure we get the letters right is if we mess up and we get called out on it, then that's going to be treated as essentially I think what was it, a free round? Like we could
Yeah,
respin the round or at least respin that Pokemon.
or something.
As
It might have been like you can pick any of them, but
yeah, I think it was you could pick any of them.
hmm. The ones with like weird letters are the ones that are easier to pick out. I'm trying to think of what has 3 O's. Like there's definitely something with 3 O's. I'm just blanking. And then the all right, let's just move on to the last one. W. Hmm. Let's see. Hmm. Kind of blanking on that one, to be honest, as well.
I feel like once you get past a certain number of letters, it just starts getting harder and harder.
Yeah, the ones with like
The
the smaller ones are easier, and then the
yeah,
longer
for
ones
some
are a
reason,
little
pure
harder.
reasons.
Well, I don't want this
I
video
don't
to
know. I
go on
feel pretty good
forever.
about them.
Huh? Well, I'm just gonna pick one at this point, just because I don't want it to go on forever. I will take.
Alrighty.
I'll take Witch Shot him.
You'll take what shot him. Okay.
It
So
could be a risk,
he
but I'm
gets
gonna go for it.
You could have had the Weedle, which you guessed correctly. You could have had the Ammonite, which you guessed correctly. The Lost Code was actually a toad school,
Okay.
and Wit shot him. Unfortunately, Wit was a survivor of the prankster Whimsicott.
You know, Whimsicott isn't even that bad, to be honest.
No, it's decent. Prankster is always a fantastic ability.
But there is one problem. How do you get Whimsicott? Well, never mind. It's Cott, Cott. Never mind. I thought it was a. I don't know. For some reason, I thought it was a K. I'm like, no, no, that's not it. No, I'm pretty sure that's right. Yeah.
It is. Alright, and you get to spend the Wheel of Fortuna.
Spin the wheel of fortune, and then I can get the pick. If it's bad, I can select a good one, right?
Correct.
Choice item. Is that a bad thing?
That is up to interpretation. From what I say, bad thing is anything that is bad for the Pokemon in question. So
Okay.
if you can say that Whimsicott isn't really good with choice items,
You know what? I'm gonna run with it. I don't know if it works with it or not, but I'm going to go with it.
All right, so this Whimsicott is going to be choiced in some way, shape, or form. Choice Scarf, choice Specs. I don't think choice Band, but maybe Gecko's going to go crazy with that.
We'll see. We'll see. And then you have three, but they have to be above 500.
Yep.
Now, so what do I do for randomizing? If it does it does it have to show the Pokemon above 500, or can I take something like, say, a Piloswine, for example, and evolve it so if it's in
If
the
you do that, then you have to give me the information of the Pokemon that is fully evolved.
yeah, yeah, it's fine.
So, like, if we're going Piloswine as an example, if you see a Piloswine, you have to give me the random name or the name shuffle of the
Yeah.
Mamoswine.
Well, yeah, or whatever is 500 plus.
Yeah,
Are you okay with that then?
I'm okay with that.
Okay, then I'll randomize.
Because it ends up being a good Pokemon. It
And then
doesn't always have to, like, start at being a good Pokemon.
I'll have to see if this is even 500. I highly doubt it. Yep, I didn't.
It's also helpful because when you go fishing for a Pokemon that is BSD 500 or higher itself, you're running a higher chance of running into legendaries. And that seems a bit strong for one guest starter or two guest starters.
Trying to see if I can. Okay, there's our first one. So our first Mon. Obviously, I'm not going to randomize that. And then we'll see. Is this? Uh, let's see. Is this one above 500? It is. Okay. I don't think the middle stage is, which is what actually appeared on my screen. Okay, fine. Be that way. Ooh, my computer is lagging. My computer has lagging tail. Uh, okay. All right. Okay. And then we'll just have to randomize once more. Let's see if that is or not. Is it? No. I'm pretty sure this one is, but I could be wrong. Trying to see if this one in general is, and then I'll evolve it and see what happens. Okay, yeah, definitely not in the first one, and it is in the second. Okay, I definitely feel like you'll get this one. That's for sure. Oh man. Now, how do you do the shift down? It like, do you hold control or something? Like, what do you do for it?
You hold shift and hit enter. That'll go down to the next line without sending the thing.
Okay. All right. How do we want to? No, I can't end with that.
At least you don't have to do 4.
Two, three, four, two. No, I'm missing something. Okay. Okay. That one's done.
Soon we'll be able to decipher some messages.
Okay. On the last one. Oh, well, all right. I have them done. I almost guarantee you get almost all of them, if not all of them. Well,
I should be able to get all of them. I know that they're all BST 500 or stronger, so I know they're going to be strong. Alrighty. We have Poop Dwin, Luxillian, and I don't even know how to pronounce that. Lexi? The last one's a Steelix.
yeah.
That's how you pronounce it.
I don't know how else you like hide Steelix.
Alright, Poop Dwin. It's Poop and Dwin, that's alright. What do we think? That's gonna be. That one's got no stuff. Let's look at the other one real quick. Love Cillian. Is that Vanilux?
Yeah, it's Vanilux.
Woo! Alright, what's the last one? I keep like saying Whoop, and I'm like thinking Whooper, but obviously it's not a Whooper. It's not a Clodsire.
Oop, there it
Man.
is.
I don't know. I don't have a guess for the first one. I'm a little stumped on the poop.
It
So
stumped
I
him.
have a Steelix and I have a Vanilux. I don't really want to run either of those, so give me the poop.
Give me the poop. All right, so obviously you had Steelix, Vanillux. The other one is a Hippowdon.
Capowder. Ah, yeah, that's fair. Oh, that's all. That's another ground type. You know, go ahead and add that to the team, and then because I guessed 2 of them right, I can spin the Wheel of Fortune. That's not the Wheel of Fortune. Wait, that is Wheel of Fortune.
Yep.
And I get to ignore any bad effects. I would say that being limited to the item that is a berry is a bad effect.
What, like putting a berry on it?
Like being limited to it.
I wouldn't say that's bad.
'Cause it's not as powerful as like other held items that you could give one of those, because those they typically get the sandstream ability, so they usually want to have their held item be the um desert rock. Is that which one that one's called?
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna mute and say what our sets and stuff are.
My wheel of fortune was any ability from the same type.
Any ability from same type? Okay. All right, and then we'll do a team recap.
And
We will be
you left.
back. All right, so I was already kind of thinking of it. He's like, "Oh, what could you do in choice?" Well, you see, what you can do is, since because he awesomely said choice band, we clearly have to choice band the Whimsicott, and we have to switch a route. Uh, or he's kind of. I almost maybe I specs him. Maybe I choice specs actually. I kind of wanted to do choice band for the funny, but he's got a Hippowdon. He's got a Swampert. Swampert can go either way, but he's probably going to run it physical. So I'll actually go with choice specs. And then once we actually make these Pokemon, we can't really switch them. The only thing we can change at that point is the ability. Since I already put Prankster on it, so all these are going to go first. Switcheroo, Tailwind, Encore, Leech Seed. So I don't even need choice. I don't even need choice Scarf, which is initially what I was going to do. So yeah, Prankster, choice specs. As long as he doesn't have like a dark type or something, then we should be okay. Yeah, so the switcheroo choice specs. Yeah. Uh, hmm. So his wit got him. There you go. I don't need anything in speed. Yeah, so defense. Yeah. This would be kind of where I would be going anyway. Because I don't need anything in attack, special attack. It's just here to be annoying. That's literally it. Um, yeah, he's there to be a nuisance. I have Leech Seed for the off chance that he can actually get something off. Um, but yeah, Wit's got him, or Wit got him. All right, and we'll be back. Now we're just waiting for Salty to be ready with his thing. I think it's clever. I think it's clever. I'm actually curious. Was this Pokemon actually 500? I think it would have been funny if it was. No, it's not. I didn't think it would be. It would have been funny though. I'll actually mute myself because I might have been actually giving him information or whatever. So I'll just mute till he's back, basically. I know it takes a little bit of time to actually create stuff with different things, as I would know, because I had to do annihilate based on letters and name for the moves, and then he's probably just figuring out um, other things. I think it was ability based on primary taping. So it'll take him some time to come up with that, but I don't know. Oh, it's ground, so he has ground. Um, does ground get water? Oh, it probably does get water absorb with Actually, Clodsire might be poison. Clodsire might be poison. I'm just gonna check because I know Clodsire gets yeah, poison, because I know it gets water absorb. I think because some of these other ones I think are more water based, like Quagsire I think is water. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Well, I don't quite know what he's got, but that's fine. That's a-okay with me. A-okay. And then after we do this, we'll be recording the Nuzlocke. So obviously, I'm not gonna go straight in from the other. I'll probably end this video. It's probably not gonna have edits on it, but let's see. All right.
Oh, looks like we finished it about the same time.
Well, I finished a while ago. I just muted myself. I don't know if you could have heard me when I
Oh no, I
finished.
saw you're still muted, so I assumed you're still working in your team or your dude.
Nope, I was just chatting.
And then was that a male or female Hippowdon?
Um, to be honest, I don't remember because it's not on the screen currently.
There's a previous option that should let you go back to what it was if you're on the random starter screen.
It was female.
It was female. Okay, so we're gonna make this a female. And then we are going to name it something.
I had to name mine similar to what you named it, so
Hmm.
I named it Wick Got Him.
Oh yeah, you're right. And that was Poop Dwin.
Win. Yeah. I was thinking of like poop for the win, but obviously it doesn't fit with the other. I was trying to make things as well, but it just didn't work as well.
Alrighty, so we have our second round completed. And we're about to spin the Wheel of Knowledge for the third round. Wheel of Knowledge. And it seems like Horizon will be here at some point in time in the near future.
Yep, I saw that.
For the Wheel of Knowledge, we get the last letter and name. That's not a lot of information, but that is how it's going to be.
And we each just get 3, right? Or do I get?
Correct. We each get 3.
Yeah, because yeah. So last letter and name. All right.
Yep, and I have to give you yours first, because I spun the wheel. No, wait, no, that's wrong.
No, you go the other way around. So you have
I got it backwards.
S, N,
Okay.
and M.
Uh-huh. Okay, S, N, M. Alrighty. The S, is it a Shellos?
It is not.
Okay. The N. Is that a Chespin?
It is not.
And the M. Is that a Mothin?
It is not.
Okay, so I got no information for this round. So what am I going to go for? Well, S, N, and M appear in both of my Pokemon's names so far. I think we're going to take the W and turn it upside down and take the M because the M's gonna bring me the W.
Okay. Do you want to reconsider?
Hmm. Upside down W. If it's not a the opposite of winning is losing, maybe I should reconsider. Give me the S.
Are you sure about that? You can't tell what I'm already doing.
You know, I think I think since we got this whole thing turned around, I'm gonna go ahead and take the M anyways.
Yeah. Because I didn't want to like steer you away or whatever. I was just gonna say that for every single one. I know you would have loved the one in the middle. The one in the middle was a gulpin.
I thought about going to that last one, and I was like, nah. Two of them. I'd rather go with my first one.
The S was Rampardos.
Okay, it's a glass cannon.
And you got Zekrom.
Woo. Okay, so I was right with my initial gut thought.
Yeah, but then I would have felt bad if I actually led you into like Rampardos.
We're gulping.
No, Gulpin would have been funny.
All right.
So I'll go with whatever you first
so
said anyway.
For your three starters, the first one's last letter is S.
Hmm.
The second one's last letter is T.
S-T.
And the third one's last letter is E.
E. Okay. Is the E a Timple?
It is not that simple.
Okay. All right. So S and T are the other two.
Yes.
Hmm.
Indeed.
Wow. Is the S a Regigigas?
I thought about guessing that when you gave me mine, but I didn't. But no, it is not a Regigigas.
Okay.
That was the first thing that came into my mind.
T. What could be T? Is that a Qfin?
That is not a Q-Font.
Well, darn. Let's see. So it was ST and what was the last one again?
E. S-T-E.
E. You know what? I'll go on T. We'll do T.
Would you perhaps like to reconsider?
Nope, I'm sticking with it. This could be a bad idea, but I'm doing it anyway.
Well, I was trying to be friendly with you. Unfortunately, you're stuck with the stinker now. You could have had the S Tandemouse, which Tandemouse is pretty good. You could have had the E Electrode,
Ooh, Electrode's not bad.
but you got the infamous Cricketot.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna beat you with Cricketune.
Shall see. I know it gets sticky webs. I'm pretty sure it gets sticky webs, but that's about all it's got going for it. And since neither of us guessed our Pokemon correctly, we are not going to be spinning any Wheels of Fortune or getting any bonus stars. So let's go ahead and build those real
we'll
quick.
make the teams. All right. Yeah, you got the Zekrom. Yep, that's scary. That is scary. What can a Cricketune do? I wonder. Let's see. It has all of these interesting things. Like, oh, Perish Song, for example. Sticky Web. as he was saying. I'm just trying to see how annoying can I make this thing. Technician is 60 base. Which, honestly, it doesn't get a whole lot of things 60 base. I mean, Trailblaze. That's Trailblaze. If I could keep this thing alive, I think Fury Cutter Cricketune could actually go pretty hard. The only issue is I'd have to keep it up and running. Well, I think I just give it Sticky Web because I kind of have to at that point. Just to get speed control. Technician doesn't really work, does it? I'm gonna give it Trailblaze. I'm gonna actually give it Fury Cutter. And maybe this is a bad idea. I don't know. I think I'm actually gonna try to do Trailblaze Fury Cutter Sticky Web as an option. But I almost okay. I'm gonna put Perish Song just as a failsafe. So I'm gonna max speed. I'm gonna max the attack. I'm gonna actually make it. That's what I'm gonna make it, and then the next stuff I'll probably put an HP. It has no defenses. I'm not even gonna beat around the bush. Honestly, it's probably not even gonna do that great, if I'm gonna be honest. Item. Let's see. What item do we want to even give this thing? You know what? Metronome. Because Metronome Fury Cutter, maybe? The only problem is I don't have any way of healing at this point. Which could be a problem. I don't know. I just want to be able to get the failsafe Perish Song off. Trailblaze to increase speed. I'll probably get that once. Do I even need Sticky Web at that point then? Maybe I don't. Or maybe he expects it. So maybe we just do Leech Life. Is there another thing I could do? Oh, I guess Pounce works the same as Trailblaze, but in the opposite direction. And get Stab. But I kind of want Trailblaze. Felsinger would be funny. Yeah, I kind of honestly want to do Felsinger. No, but you'd have to get Fury Cutter going. You know what? I'm gonna stick with it. There's no way of healing, but yeah, we'll run with this. We'll run with this. We'll call him Whoop. Dealily Whoop. There we go. All right. We are back.
Hey, welcome back. I already finished mine, so I'm ready to do the next round.
All right. Let's see what the next round is. We have Pokedex entry. The good old
Pokédex entry.
Pokedex entry.
Alrighty. So we got 3 Pokemon to randomize for you. And we're going to give you some entries. Alright, your first Pokemon's Pokedex entry is coming from Scarlet. It lives in groups in the treetops. If it loses sight of its group, it becomes infuriated by its loneliness.
Oh. Honestly, I want to say it's Squawkabilly.
It is not a Swakabilly. Your second Pokemon's Pokedex entry is coming from Violet. They live hidden under hot desert sands in order to keep their body temperature from dropping.
Hmm. Is that Sandaconda?
That is not a Sandaconda.
I'm just throwing stuff out there.
Here is your Charlotte entry for your final Pokemon. The two heads do not get along at all. If you don't give each head the same amount of attention, they'll begin fighting out of jealousy.
Okay. It's either one of two things, I think. But I'm gonna ask. Well, I'm gonna put the one that I may or may not want more than the other. Is that a Scoville?
That is not a skill villain.
Okay, I'll take that last one.
Okay. What do you think the other option was?
As Wireless?
So you're missing a Pokemon that I was trying to hope you might think of, actually. Because Doduo is another Pokemon in
Oh,
Scarlet and Violet that has 2 heads.
yeah,
So
that's
we'll
true.
do a little recap of what you could have had before the big reveal. So the first Pokemon that lives in colonies in the treetops and gets angry when it's separated, it was a Mankey. So you could have had 2 Nihilipes, thankfully they don't.
I mean, I thought it could have been,
also,
but I didn't want it to be.
you also could have ran a Primate with Eviolite if you really wanted to. The second option you could have had was a Sandile, and when you started to say Sandaconda, I was like, oh yeah, he's got it. And then they said Maconda, and I was like, oh yeah, that is another Pokemon that lives in the desert that is reptilian.
Yeah, I did another reptilian, but
But you did indeed get his Wireless.
okay, that's what I was hoping it would be. For honestly, to be honest, I forgot that Doduo was in the DLC. So the only two I thought of are like Scoville and Zweilous.
That's fair. I wasn't even thinking about Scoville, and I was like, oh, isn't there like only 2 Pokemon that have 2 heads? Like, because I knew its entry was maybe like, oh, their heads don't get along.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna randomize yours then.
Yeah, randomize my Pokemon. Is Horizon here yet? No. Okay.
All right. Let's see. And I guess I will also say what game it's from then as well. That's interesting. It doesn't show. Okay. Um. Let's do the Pokemon Sun entry.
Okay.
It firmly pins its prey using its 4 claws and large body. Then the teeth in the mouth on its stomach chew the prey to bits.
Um, is it a Guzzlord?
It is not.
Okay. At first I was thinking Glossopod, but I don't know if Glossopod has a mouth on its stomach. I couldn't think of anything else that has a mouth on its stomach off the top of my head.
All right. We'll do the Pokemon Sword entry for this one. The scent that constantly emits from its fur is so powerful that this Pokemon's companions will eventually lose their sense of smell.
Oh, I've definitely seen that at some point in time. The scent that it emits from its fur. Is it an aromatisse?
It is an aromatisse.
I was pretty confident I knew that one because I've been playing through a Sword, or at least I was playing through Sword for a little bit, and I remember reading that at some point in time.
All right. Hmm. This last one, I don't know if I can make it not obvious. Pretty sure all of them are pretty obvious. Yeah. That's kind of obvious. Oh, well, we'll do it. I'm going to do the Ultra Moon entry for it. Its hard shell doesn't crack a bit if Picky Peck pecks at it, but it will tip over, spilling out its insides.
Filling out its insides. That's such a weird thing to say. The shell is impenetrable, but it spills out of it. The only thing that really, no, that wouldn't make any sense because I'm pretty sure that version of that doesn't have that. What shelled Pokemon exist that gets spilled? Because like the only thing I can think of, and I'm pretty sure it's not it, is the Hisuian Sliggoo or Gudra, but that seems a bit too big. Because like the the baby of that line doesn't even have the shell. It wouldn't eat like a Macargo. Maybe it's like a bug. That would make an amount of sense, but I don't know what shelled bugs there are off the top of my head. Um, is it a fortress?
It is not.
Okay, that's the only thing I could really think of there. Well, I don't really want something that's getting eaten by birds. And I definitely don't want an aromatisse, so I guess I'm gonna take the freaky mouth on the stomach, dude.
Yeah, see, that's just the unfortunate part for me. It's like the other two just aren't. Their dex entries didn't lend itself for you to want to pick them. So, unfortunately, you're stuck with what's easily the best option by far, not even close. So, obviously, you had Aromatisse. The bug, you were right, it was a bug, it was a Metapod.
Oh, that's weird that it spills out. It's like completely encased.
And you got Metagross.
Ooh, now that's pretty good.
I'm in trouble.
I didn't think of that as its stomach, but yeah, I do like me a Metagross.
Alright, well,
Build some team real quick.
build the
And
team.
then I do believe I guessed one of them actually, didn't I? The first one?
Yeah, you guessed
No,
the
it wasn't the first one, it was the
Aromatisse.
second one.
You got the
Yeah,
Aromatisse.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So I can spend the Wheel of Fortune. And I have to take whatever it is, no matter what. This is a lagging tail Metagross.
Okay.
Not the most ideal thing to have, but you know.
All right. Well, we will build
Still
teams.
time.
All right. So we got. At least we have a good counter to Metagross. Except Metagross has a lot of coverage, which is not too terribly ideal. So obviously, it only has one ability normally. So levitate it is. We're gonna make a special Hydreigon. Hydreigon. So actually, what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go Dark Pulse. Obviously, I will go. I'm actually gonna go Draco Meteor. Oops. So I might, except I gave choice specs to Wick got him, so I can't even choice specs this thing. Even though this would be a Pokemon, I would probably choice specs if I didn't already give choice specs away. I know he's got some ground types. I kind of do want to stay in the realm of special attack. So let's see what we can do. Not, I mean, I could be annoying with like Thunder Wave or something, but I don't think I need any more speed coverage. We could do Surf because of the ground types he has. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna Flash Cannon in case he gets a Fairy type later. And probably Flamethrower would be my guess. Yeah, so I'm gonna Flamethrower and then I'm gonna Assault Vest. I know it's a pretty standard set or something similar to that. This I would probably also choice, but I'll just go Assault Vest, make its special defense really good. And basically I'm just gonna go with the fast special sweeper. Um, except instead of the special defense, I'm actually gonna put it in defense. So I'm gonna name it Sock Puppet. That makes sense. Yeah, and there's that. All right, there we go.
Alright, we have the gross one built up now. Alright, so better join soon if he wants to get in on this round's action.
Yeah, we got 4 of the 6 done.
Alright, so now it's my turn to spin the wheel of knowledge.
It is indeed. And you get 4 Pokemon, right? Yeah.
I do, and we're going to be lying about some of these. Specifically, one lie.
Okay.
And I got emojis.
Oh boy.
You have to lie.
I have to lie about an emoji. Okay. That's gonna be interesting. Interesting. Let
You didn't guess any of them.
No, I didn't. Alright, well, that's gonna be interesting. Oh, let's see what do we want to put here? What do we want to put here?
Crazy emojis. Oh, hey, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, no, it's not.
Hmm. Now the real question is, what do I want to even lie about?
That is a decision you have to make for yourself.
Hmm. Oh, I got this. This will be the first one.
Alright, we're gonna get some emojis here in a sec.
Now, what do I do with this one? Okay, that's what it is. Right. Go.
You
Hmm.
can see the ones we had from before.
Hmm. Let's see. Is there an emoji for this? Oh, that is not. That is not what I. That's not exactly what I was looking for here. Hmm. We'll go this then. And let's see. What was our other Pokemon? We have that one. Okay. Dang it. That's not an emoji. That one is. Hmm. I feel like I'm making these easy, but it is what it is.
I will endeavor to do the same.
Oh, I don't want to make it that easy. um, really? What is this? Oh. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. Well, the good thing is I'm lying about one of them, so one of them could be. All right. There's that.
Okay. Are you lying about the last one?
Am I lying about the last one? Is that your guess?
That is my guess that you're lying about the last one.
It is not.
It is not a lie. Okay. I like what that sounds like then. Potentially. Alright, so here's my thoughts. Since I chose to guess the lie, I don't get as many benefits from guessing the Pokemon. My thoughts are the first one's probably an Ice Cube, the second one, maybe a Lechonk. The third one, a lizard that eats grass and is either fighting or steel type. So that could be a couple of things. But I'm going to take the last one because I'm hoping it's a Garganacl.
Okay. So the last one was a knuckle stack.
Okay.
That was pretty easy on you there. Um, so the lizard, leaf, and sword. That's Grovile.
That's fair. Leaf blades.
Yep. The pig with the black circle. That one is Grumpig.
Okay. So the first one was a lot.
The first one was a lie. It's not an ice cube. It's a Kartana.
I see. I'm happy with what I got. I do like Garganacl quite a bit. It's pretty cool.
Honestly, the only one you could really miss on was Grumpig. But I steered you away from the first slot. And now that you got it right, what does that mean? Does that mean you get a fortune?
Well, no, I didn't guess the lie correctly. For those rounds, you can either try to guess
Oh
the
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's right.
or you can guess the Pokemon. I only said what my thought process was because I ended up being right for most of them. All right. So for this round, I think I'm going to do that. So where are the emojis at? I think it's this one. Yeah, that's the one. Okay. You sent them all at once, and I only have to do 3 for you, which I've already randomized.
Oh, so were you working on it before?
No, I just randomized it.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
I generated the 3 Pokemon. I was just saying that. I was like, oh yeah, I already did that. I already took care of the randomizing. I was just vocalizing it. Alrighty. Emojis, emojis, emojis.
Yeah, I look at mine. I'm like, I made mine way too easy.
Lie about one of them is the weird thing. I think I know which one I want to lie about, but like, I still have to figure out what emojis I want to give all of them.
I was gonna hope you were gonna try to guess them all, so then I don't know. Or I guess I don't know. I made them easy. Whatever. I don't know what I was doing.
As I suspected for that one. This, and then the emojis for this guy. Hmm. Oh, you know what? I know exactly what I want to do for this. Probably, maybe.
Ooh boy.
Hmm. Well, I thought I knew what I was to do, but now it's like not as good. But we're still gonna do it.
I mean, just look at mine. Mine were pretty simple.
I tried to get simple for some of these, and some of them not super great to convey. All right, I have them for you. Here they come.
What the heck? Okay. Hmm. Now I have to decide whether I want to try to guess them all or just get. Well, I'll probably just try to guess the lie, right?
If that's what you want to do, that's what I tried to do to guarantee I knew whether or not I was taking something good. Because then you can know for sure which ones are the truth, and if you're able to suss out what they mean,
Is the
then
first one
perhaps you can.
is the top one a lie?
It is a lie.
Okay. Now, does that mean I get a fortune spin at the end of it, or
You do get a fortune spin for that.
I figured because I'm like it's Goomy, but it's clearly probably not because it looks like it's probably the best thing there. So you got bug, beverage box, rock. Hmm. Fire chicken to imp blackbird. Huh. I what? I'm so confused. Particularly with the last one. It's the juice box that's throwing me off.
I think you'll be kicking yourself if you don't get it.
Oh, okay. That's probably Shuckle. Berry juice. Haha, funny. Okay. Um, the only
What will your decision be?
hmm. I'll take the middle option because I think it could be Blaziken.
Alrighty, so the first Pokemon, uh, I was not lying about a Sliggoo. I was lying about a Shellos. A slug without. It was a snail without a shell, but there was no like emoji for a slug. I was covering up a red striped basculin.
Okay.
I was hoping that maybe you'd
Go
read
for
more
it
into it
anyway.
and be like,
Or
oh yeah, because you're like, oh yeah, yeah, Amsterdam's pretty good. The last one, you did guess it right. It is actually a shuckle. And I'm going to kind of walk you through the middle one. So the first part of it,
I thought it
is
was. I
fire
thought.
chicken.
Yeah. I thought it was a. It turned into a burnt, angry chicken.
Turns into an evil bird, as it is a Galarian Moltres.
Oh, okay. I'll take that.
I thought about lying about like the first one being a Raikou, because like who's gonna lie about a Raikou? But I was like, no, I'm gonna like put a decent mon there and hope that he's lying about the good one, or hope that he thinks that I'm lying about the good one.
Okay. Well, let's see what I spin. Now, what does a spin do? Does it have to be whatever it spins?
It has to be whatever it spends, and it's one guess.
Okay.
It's the cost reward of like guessing the line, knowing for sure you're getting what you think you're getting.
Next round, BST 500.
Hey, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good.
We got the guard, but we're gonna do our quick little builds.
Yep. We will be right back. All right. Okay. Galarian Moltres. Not bad. Even if I wanted to keep its ability, it's still okay. Again, it's more of like a special attacker, but I could run it physical. It has nasty plot, so I almost want to run it special. It has acrobatics, which I kind of like, not gonna lie. Actually, I think I'm actually gonna run it physical. I'm actually gonna give it a citrus, acrobatics. Maybe you won't expect the physical Galarian Moltres. I don't know. Well, actually, Berserk is special attack. Never mind. You almost have to make it special attacker, don't you? Hmm. Never mind. Well, I could still be. Well, I don't want to make it split. So never mind. I will not take that then. I won't do acro. I kind of want to. Not gonna lie. My Shadow Ball. I'm gonna actually protect, because I don't use that enough. And then let's see. It actually doesn't have that great of a moveset, if I'm gonna be completely honest. Oh, if only I had Serene Grace, then I could Ancient Power. Um, I might just go with it just because. Let's actually do that. Let's do that. We'll put leftovers. Because why not? Yeah, we'll go with this. We'll go with this. It's burnt chicken. Burnt chicken right there. Don't particularly like some of the weaknesses I'm building, but we'll see how it goes. This is what we got currently. So we got only one more to add. And I think I spin the wheel. Do I? Oh, I can't remember anymore. I switched. Oh no, I definitely spin the wheel. Because he did the other. That is right. Alright. I will spin ahead of time, so this is what we're going to be doing. Right here. That's what we're going to be doing. Okay. I am ready, and then we will see whenever Salty's ready. I have not randomized yet, and I will randomize 3. I don't know if I get 4 or not. I'm not entirely sure. Alright, he's back.
I thought
Alright.
about that one. Had to really think about what I wanted to do here.
And
Okay, I
then
believe it's your turn to spin the
yeah,
wheel.
I have a quick question. I did guess it that you lied about something correctly. Does that mean I get four, or does that not mean for the
That
four?
means you get four.
Okay. And then I spin, and then I spun worst feature.
Worship? Ooh, that's a new one. Okay. Well, I don't think most of these lads, when at their final forms, reach 500. I know one of these do for sure. There's no way that this guy doesn't. I've been wrong before. Okay, that one does indeed reach that. Because you have BST 500, I believe.
Yep.
I don't think this one
Do
reaches it.
indeed.
Oh, that does reach it. That is surprising. I didn't think that would.
Great.
I was mistaken about this Pokemon's BST. I thought it was like BST 490 or some nonsense. Is this one? And then I just need to do one more.
One more.
That definitely does. That definitely does. Guarantee it. And then the worst feature of each of these Pokemon. Okay. Let me look at this one. Hmm. Man, the first one's rough. I'm thinking though, in my personal opinion, its worst feature is going to be in its abilities. Like the
Abilities.
best ability it gets is kind of mid. Um, None of them are completely useless, but they're not. They're nothing notable. They're nothing to write home.
Okay. Um. Hmm. Oh, this is hard. I mean, it's limited a
Yeah.
little bit, but let's see. What has bad abilities 500 at least? Hmm. To be honest, I have no idea. I'll just put a guess just because why not? Is it a Slacket?
It is not a slack.
I don't.
Your second Pokemon, I was debating between two things that are its worst feature, but I think ultimately the worst feature for this Pokemon is going to be its typing. It is a two-typed Pokemon with many weaknesses and even a couple of quads.
Okay. Typing. Hmm. No, I don't think that made it to 500 though. There's a couple of Pokemon I'm like, this Pokemon's just all around bad, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't even make 500. Um, let's see. What has at least two quad weaknesses? Hmm. What is? Hmm. Dual type. Quad weaknesses. Um. Is that a Leavanny?
That is not a Leavanny, but that is a good guess. Your third Pokemon, in a similar situation to the second Pokemon, would have to be its typing and the fact that it has some quad weaknesses, some weaknesses. Although this one's slightly better because it has one more resistance or quad resistance.
Hmm. Is that a Frosmoth?
That is not a Frosmoth. And your last Pokemon, hmm, this one's going to be harder.
I thought my guesses were pretty good, not gonna lie.
What is the worst feature of this one? I mean, it has to be. This thing's worst feature is probably going to be that for what it is, it's a little slow. So its stats are probably its worst feature, but they're not bad, if that makes sense.
Is it a slow K?
It is not.
Darn.
So which one would you like?
Uh-huh. I'm gonna take that first one.
Okay. So, uh, the second Pokemon with the not great typing is a Rock and Ice type. Move pools, it's all right. The abilities they can be pretty good, especially because one of them can summon the snow. It's an Aurorus.
Yep.
Not a lot of resistances and a whole lot of weaknesses.
That's fair.
You know, you you guessed the Leavanny for the second one. Leavanny was your
Third
third.
one. The third one, yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't go for the double guess because you needed
I could have, but
the
then I'm
last one
like,
was
yeah.
the last one was definitely the hardest one to like try and figure out. So its abilities, Moxie is one of its abilities. So I couldn't say that its ability was its worst feature because Moxie is a fantastic ability on pretty much
Is
every
that
Pokemon,
Scrafty?
except for maybe Pinsir, but Pinsir can be.
Is it
No, it
Scrafty?
is not.
No.
Uh, it is not. I couldn't say it was its typing because it has a whopping 6 resistances. Uh, that's a lot. Even if it has 5 weaknesses, 6 resistances is great. Its move pool, I think it gets a lot of coverage. It's got a lot of good stab options, so it had to be its stats for me. Was a Quabble.
Oh, okay. I might have said typing,
And
to be
you got
honest.
your.
But
You think so? I didn't think so. I wasn't like totally confident on it. And your last Pokemon, the Pokemon that you actually selected, was a Noivern.
okay. Uh,
Funnily enough, Lee Vanny has exactly BST 500.
yeah, I mean, I went with two. I went with two typing, dual typings that are just not good. So I went based on a grass and ice. So I went ice bug and grass bug. So yeah. All right. Well, that's that. Now you get three, right?
I do believe I get 3 because I did not guess the lie correctly.
Ooh, worst features for these guys. Huh. Hmm. I'll have to check.
Oh, I have I brought my blanket out here and I'm not even using it. I'm totally freezing. I realize I'm laying against it. I'm like, yeah, this is a nice cushion. I wish I was a little warmer though.
I am going to
Probably.
say the worst feature of the first Pokemon is its abilities.
Okay.
Because yeah, it's like the only thing on it that I would say is like not necessarily good. It's a little bit lackluster, I would say. The second one, what's its worst feature? Um, shoot, this one's hard. I would say probably say level up moveset. It's a level up moveset.
Oh,
Isn't
I didn't
very
think about separating that.
isn't very diverse at all.
But it does have a level up move set.
Well, yeah, it has a level up moveset. It's just it's not diverse. And honestly, even its TMs aren't too
Okay.
terribly diverse either.
Okay.
And the last one, worst feature. I would definitely say it's its base stat total. It's definitely its
That's pretty.
stats. Definitely its stats. Everything else on it's fairly good except its stats.
Is that first Pokemon an Aerodactyl?
It is not.
Okay. Is the Pokemon with the bad level up move set? Is that an Executor?
It is not.
And low BST is kind of a crapshoot because there's a lot of Pokemon with low BST. It could be like because it's like a baby, or it could just be because BST isn't good enough. Um, is the BST not super great? Is that a Banette?
It is not.
Okay. Well, now I have a question. I have one Pokemon that changes the ability to be the same type. I had the next round BST 500. Is only the one that changes the ability going to replace one of the randomized abilities?
Like what? What do you mean?
So since we normally would spend three random abilities at the end after we picked
Yeah,
all
and
the
you had
Pokemon.
one that changed the ability of one of them, so then you would
Yes.
randomize two of them.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that's how it works. So I'm going to go ahead and take that first Pokemon with the lackluster ability and hope that maybe I can give it something better.
Okay. All right. So the one with like a bad level up move set is Inteleon.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say it's like horrible, but there was really not a whole lot of bad things I can really say about it. um, it has an all right move pool. I wouldn't say it's fantastic. The one with stats is like quite literally its only weakness. I think. It's a lowland Persian
Okay.
because it has Fluffy as its ability. Fluffy's great, or fur coat, or whatever it is, and its moves pool is very diverse. So it's like the only really bad thing holding it back is because it's BST 440.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty bad.
It's quite literally the only bad thing about the Pokemon. And then you got Hisuian Voltorb.
Ooh, I do like the Sweet Multiple Electrode.
So that is that, and we will make the Pokemon, and then we're also going to randomize the abilities of 3 of them, or, well, we'll have 3 total between us, and then we'll assign them once we have built all of our Pokemon. So,
Let's recap our team, and then we'll be back for it.
Yep. Alright, so he got exactly what I didn't want him to get, necessarily. So let's quick build Noivern. Again, I have another special attacker. I have a lot of special attackers, so I think I want to make this one actually physical. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this a physical Noivern with, this time I'm actually going to be putting the citrus and stuff on it. Yeah, I put it on him. Okay. So this is the one that's going to use acrobatics. I'm also going to put Brick Break on him. I don't think it needs any more speed. For D-Dance. I'm going to Leech Life. And I will Shadow Claw. Or, I don't know. I want Leech Life for healing, but it's not very effective against ground types. He's gonna have ground types. But what can I really do with ground types on for this? I don't know. I want to go physical. I mean, I could just go Outrage or Dragon Claw to get stabbed, but I think I'm just gonna go Acrobatics for that. So, let's see. Actually, you know what? I don't see Substitute used. I'm actually going to Substitute. And I'm going to make it physical. A physical Noivern that I will call Batman. Or, actually, no, because I'm Batman. Doesn't really fit in the nickname tag, but... Alright. So these are the 6 we have. So we got Plan the Annihilate with No Retreat, Last Respects, Axe Kick, Population Bomb, because we had to do the moves based on letters and name. I'm more than likely going to change the ability of this. Has loaded dice for Population Bomb. If we end up getting Technician, it's immediately going on the Annihilate. Whimsicott. This one I'm not changing. This one I'm not changing at all. It's Prankster, Switcheroo, Tailwind, Encore, Leech Seed, just to be literally annoying. This one, Metronome. This, I think, could be an interesting set. I have Technician. I'm probably also not changing this one. It really depends. Sock Puppet, Dark Pulse Draco, Flash Cannon, Flamethrower. Levitate's good, especially with his ground team, so I might also not change this one. It really depends. Berserk is also not a bad ability. So a lot of these are not bad abilities. It really depends on what some of them are that I may or may not change. This one could be interesting. And then Batman. This one has a good chance of being switched, even though Frisk itself isn't bad. So yeah. So that's what we have here. And then we're going to actually... So we can randomize 3. So I'm going to randomize 3 unique random abilities from this, and then we have to select those 3 and put them in. So we got Neutralizing. Oh, Neutralizing Gas isn't bad. Merciless. That's if the switch, right? No, that's Poison. That's not ideal. And Guard Dog. Yeah, that's not ideal, really. Let's... Shoot, I don't even know what some of those do. What's Guard Dog do? Boost attack if intimidated and prevents being forced to switch out. Okay. Okay. So we could put that on. Honestly, we could probably put that on my physical Noivern, actually. It's not a dog by any means, but so that's one. That's one of the abilities I changed, and I can't get intimidated. So that is good. Merciless, that's the poison one. I'm pretty sure. It's like extra damage from poison. Yeah, critical hits if target's poisoned. Unfortunately, that's a null ability for my team. And then the last one is, come on, computer, slow or not slow. Neutralizing gas. Neutralizing gas isn't bad. Neutralizing gas isn't bad. So Noivern got one. I'm actually gonna change Annihilates. This one's gonna get neutralizing gas. So neutralizing gas on the Annihilate, which actually fits because then the end for the ability, yeah. And then Merciless. Merciless is quite a waste. I want Technician on you. I want Levitate on you. I want Berserk on you. I don't have any way to poison anybody at the moment, which is unfortunate. And I want Prankster here. So, if anything, it's going to be either Burnt Chicken or Whoop. And I wanted to try this Technician Fury Cutter Trailblaze setup with Cricketune, just because I want to try to make him usable. So, this might be controversial. I'm actually changing Berserk to Merciless. And I know I'm changing the name, but I have to go No Mercy. Oh, no, not No Mercy. No Mercy. There we go. So that is the team. That is the team. Everybody has a different item, ability, and the moves are all set. We are ready to go. All right. So I will, and I'm already logged in here, so that's good. Well, let's see what we can do. Obviously, I think I'm at a disadvantage considering the Pokemon I'm up against, but we shall see. We shall see. We shall see. It could go good. It could go well. I do have a couple of weaknesses I wish I didn't have, but and then what we do is custom game Gen 9, and then we use whatever we have. So I'm obviously waiting. I can come up with things pretty quickly. I have a couple of fun sets. I don't know if I'm going to be able to even pull one of them off that I really want to pull off. But we're going to try. And we're going to try. And there's a good likelihood I get mopped. But it is what it is. We'll see what we can do. I could mess with him quite a bit, I will say. I have a very cheeky team. All right. Let's see what we can do. If I can somehow make Cricketune into the MVP, I'll be happy. I don't think it happens, but it's very situational if I can get it to be set up. But if I can get it set up, I might be good. Though I do think that that is probably not the case. Now, I'm pretty sure Salty takes notes of the different Pokemon that we get. I don't take notes. I basically just remember things that I have in my brain. So, he probably has a whole list of my team and the different effects that they have on them. I don't. I know a couple of them based on my own knowledge, but beyond that, I don't really. But I do know he has some pretty scary mons. Sometimes I'm like, how does it take this long to make a Pokemon? But I come up with things relatively quickly. So, I don't know. I mean, I could have used more unique items, I suppose, instead of the pretty generic ones I used. Like I could most definitely use some different items. And honestly, probably would have been smarter, but I made it on. I made it quick. Like one thing I think I would like to see used that I personally don't really use all too much would probably be like red card. Just because it's very disruptive. Like if you're trying to set up or different things like that. So I don't know. Running things a little bit different. There's probably some moves he didn't run, so I'm probably not gonna have to worry about some of my setups. Oh, there he is.
Already, I have my team put together.
All right, I will.
I was hoping to get something in the last round and I didn't get it.
All right, I am going to send you the invite.
Alrighty, I'm going to accept the invite. And we'll begin the battle.
I'm scared. All right. Now the real question is, what do I start with?
Indeed.
I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with this one.
Start with this guy.
Okay. Okay.
It's the wet Yoshi. I think we're going with that move.
Dang. I really wanted to get it off. Hmm.
Went for the ancient power up with the proc. I would have gone crazy, not gonna lie. Oh, you stay in. That's interesting.
I do indeed.
And you're gonna stay in even more.
Would I have had the read? Fairy aura. Oh man. The thing can get fairy aura.
It does not get fairy aura normally, no.
I had one ability that just didn't really work for me. Oh, there we go.
Ouchie. That did a lot of damage. Interesting. You go for the protect.
Okay, he was gonna
save you from this though.
He was gonna switcheroo.
I am, but you get to set the matchup. Well, I have to set the matchup, rather. Who do I go to? It's me.
Man.
I'm using myself. With Yahoo. Oh, my game might have crashed.
No. Or is it just going slow?
Oh, no, it was just going slow. So you're going to be choiced in some way, shape, or form. Look at this. Yeah.
I hope you're physical.
Let's go! Let's go! I am a huge fan of that. Oh, yes. Oh, you're still prankster. I see. I see. You will get punched.
Good, you are physical. Awesome.
I, I am physical.
Good, good, good.
Took a bit of damage there. You missed that. Yeah, set up some tailwind. That's fair. Make your stuff a little faster. But now I am choiced.
You are
I have
choice.
choices. Which means I'm going to keep punching with ice. Oh boy, here comes a Rage Fist. And you're going to take care of all of abilities, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Now, what do you have for
Very,
me?
very interesting.
What do you have for me?
What are you going to do? You're probably going to do that.
Hello, Horizon.
Hey, Horizon. Finally here. Clean up my computer. Didn't take long, but don't worry, wait, let's do all this.
So how'd you like that?
How'd you like my red card?
That's fine. I got a critical on Salty Critical.
Paris song.
Yep.
How rude. Trying to make me perish, I see.
Yep. Nah, I was hoping you wouldn't do that. That's fine. I was hoping you would... I hope you were going for the other, but it's fine.
Alright, in comes the Hydreigon. Sock puppet, I hate it.
What? What do you mean?
I hate the names.
But that's what it is. It has sock puppets.
Doesn't make me hate it any less. Ah, da 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 da. What do I do to the sock puppet?
I do not know. What do you do to the sock puppet? Just
I run
sack.
away.
You sack. Okay.
I run away. I run away like baby. Then we go into this.
I mean, I easily think you have the better team of us two.
Because I'm Batman.
No, I figured. I was sacking it.
Yeah, so you reset the stat drops. That makes sense. I mean, yeah, one of us has a cricket tot, so that does make an amount of sense. Ooh, scary. Why did that not do that much? Oh, right, 'cause it's neutral. Dirt for dirt.
All right, let's see.
Oh, I don't live that. That is weird.
All right, come on, plan. Let's go.
I thought the last respects got nerfed.
You do know I buffed all my stats, right?
Even so, I thought I got nerfed. Okay, here comes the next.
Specs has 50 power and an additional 50 for every party member draws. So that's 250 power.
Oh,
Shit.
dang.
We got the crit. Now we're gonna keep chipping.
Yeah, I was hoping that would KO it. It did not. Yeah, well, that's probably the end of plan. But not without doing massive damage to you.
Now, does Salt here keep going after I die?
Yeah.
Okay. I think my game might be crashing again. Oh, here we go. Here comes Purdy. Purdy's probably gonna be dying.
Yep. Most likely.
Yeah. Here comes Spooter. Spooderman, Spooderman. I was hoping that would be enough.
Well, it is enough.
Well, no, it's not. I needed to live so that way the Hydreigon had to do something to that. Because now I'm pretty sure I lose, because I don't think I live a Draco Meteor.
Probably not.
But if I don't, then you don't. Well, if I do, then you don't.
There we go.
Yeah, no, I made a mistake. I should have gone for the Whirlwind, expecting you to set up with the Annihilate, because I had Whirlwind on the Hippowdon.
I would have been okay if
Hippowdon.
well. Oh, was Hippowdon sashed?
No, I should have sashed, is what I did. It was banded. Muscle
Okay.
banded.
Yeah, I was okay if you sent out a Hydreigon out first, because if you took down a Hydreigon, then Annihilate's fully buffed. And then I would have taken down the Garganacl in one hit. So, you were
taking down the Garganacl anyways, because it was gonna die. Because the first time you hit it, hit it down like 10. And that was before you even sent out the Hydreigon.
well, I know. Yeah, that's why it was guaranteed gone if you whirlwinded the Annihilate. Because then I would have just stayed in with Sock Puppet. I would have
taken more rocks damage, so it's hard to say.
I needed the Electrode gone.
Why? It doesn't do anything to your team.
Speed. It's the one thing that could have outsped and did chip damage.
That's fair, I guess. Yeah, no, I didn't think Electro was really going to do anything, especially after you set up the sticky webs.
I figured ice moves around there, because ice was a huge weakness of mine. That's why...
my abilities I rolled were pretty bad. The only one that got a good ability was the Metagross. I gave it Steelworker for the random ability. But you neutralized it.
Yeah, neutralizing gas was my best. And I put it on my best mod.
The other ability I got was completely useless, Fairy Aura, because literally none of my Pokemon can learn any Fairy-type moves whatsoever.
Yeah, Merciless was mine that was useless. I put that on Galarian Moltres. Which I can't poison anything, because none of my Pokemon can poison anything. It means any Pokemon that's poisoned gets critical hit. Which, great. I don't have a poison type. And then I had Guard Dog on Noivern. But Noivern I just sacked.
Yeah, Noivern got nommed.
Well, I had certain sets. And what I did is I gave the item and everything and kept it, so I could not change it afterward when I made the Pokemon. So
Unfo-
I gave choice specs to Whimsicott, figuring you'll probably go physical on a bulk of your Pokemon because at the time you had like ground types and whatever. I'm like, he more than likely would probably go physical on them. So I gave it choice specs with Switcheroo.
That's fair.
I was Prankster. I was not going to change the ability of Whimsicott. Switcheroo, Tailwind, Encore, Leech Seed. Never had a physical. I didn't have an attacking move.
I see. So it was only there to be annoying.
Yep. I had Tailwind, Encore. You didn't even see Encore.
I wanted to get a Trick Room Setter after I got the Garganacl because at that point most of my mons were generally slower, and if I had a Trick Room Setter, that would have been like fantastic.
The Annihilate was terrifying. It had no retreat, last respects, axe kick, and population bomb.
If I had given the Garganacl the other ability against Purifying Salt, it probably could have taken two of the last respects. But I think the MVP for you, what won you the battle, was definitely the Annihilate's ability. It canceled out the Sand Spit on my Hippowdon, so I couldn't set up something to make my Rock types even more defensive. It canceled out the Steel Workers, so the Iron Spider wasn't able to grab the KO or even do any remarkable amount of damage to it, because I could have sent it in sooner if it didn't have the Steel Worker off of it.
Yep.
Um,
And you kind of I force you to use. I force you to use Bullet Punch too, because if you didn't, I just
right,
hit the same move and it deletes all your Pokemon.
yep.
I wanted to make Kricketune good. I ran Parasong, Sticky Web, Trailblaze, Fury Cutter with Technician with Metronome. So I was gonna try. I was gonna try to get Fury Cutters off. So it could have done a lot of damage, and I invested it in speed and attack. Clearly, it can't take a hit, but what I was gonna do is I was hopefully going to catch you in a Perish Song loop, and then just Fury Cutter until I obviously go down. Because I mean, Kricketune not taking a hit.
I don't think the Kricketune was ever going to get past the Garganacl as long as I had.
Oh no, it was. I trailblazed into it. I hit Trailblaze because I'm like, hopefully maybe
the Zekrom.
Yeah, I know. I was hoping I would Trailblaze into Swampert, but
Yeah, no, I built the Garganacl as an absolute physical wall.
the thing is, as soon as I kind of realized like that, I ran a physical Noivern, not a special Noivern. And I didn't get to do my setup. I had Substitute on it. So Substitute, Acrobatics, Brick Break, Leech Life. So it could have done something, but I just didn't have time to set it up.
I had to page enough Horizons book and give Psychic Fangs to the Metagross.
I mean, that's what I would put on it. The only thing I knew you would put Ice Punch on Metagross. That was a guarantee.
I didn't though.
Or what? Well, you gave it Ice Fang? Because I know you used an Ice move on me with Metagross. You were choice into it.
Oh, I did Ice Punch. That's right. That was Ice Punch. I was thinking of the Garganacl for some reason. I was like, that doesn't get Ice Punch.
Yeah, no, Annihilate I already knew was going to be good, especially since I saw, like, Last Respects. I'm like, I can't do Rage Fist. That's unfortunate. Sees Last Respects. I see. This is the most dangerous sweeper there is. And then I had loaded dice on it for Population Bomb if I wanted to do that.
Yeah, I did the same thing you did when it came to building the teams. Like I built each mon as we went, and the only mons I thought about touching at all after we like got the random abilities were the ones that were being adjusted by the abilities. But I didn't actually make any changes after the fact because like I didn't want to add Meteor Mash or Iron Head to the Metagross because its moveset was already good, and then I couldn't add any Fairy type moves to any of my Pokemon for Fairy Aura.
Yeah. Yeah, because I figured that'd probably be the fair way of doing it. Say, we already built the mons, you can't
Yeah.
change them once they're done. The only thing you can change is the ability once we randomize to 3. Or 2 in your case.
Or an ability and a move if you can find a move to go with the ability to make it work. Because obviously you can't predict if you're going to like, Fairy Aura or Steel Worker and then not pick a Fairy or Steel type move on a Pokemon that doesn't usually use them.
Yep. Well, anyway, that was a good battle. Close.
Yeah, it was a late game sticky webs did you a lot of favors.
Yep. I was saying, like, when I was going through my team recap, I'm like, do I give this thing healing to try to make it usable, or do I just literally just set up hazards? And I'm like, he is expecting it. I was kind of expecting you to bring heavy duty boots because of it. So I was kind of worried about that, but I did it
I
anyway.
didn't have anything I wanted to give heavy duty boots. I think the only thing that would have benefited from it would have been the Electrode, because like I gave leftovers to the Zekrom because it was supposed to be a sweeper, but it unfortunately never made it past the sticky webs.
No, the speed control is huge.
Well, I did give the Electrode Thunderwave for speed control.
I almost gave Thunder Wave to Hydreigon.
Hey Dakota, are you coming over?
Okay. Well, anyway, that's
I will not be coming over.
that's going to be it for this video. So we will catch you on the flip side.